When we started and founded the company, there was definitely an openness between the three of us, what we were good at and what we wasn't good at. The company was one thing, the friendship was another thing.
Good morning! Good morning!
I have no clue why the three of us bonded. And it was in our private life, in our public life, in our work life. The definition of what we the three did, and Morten and I had a vision, of course, that we want to build a company outside the name of just Lars. We have to invest in the people we're having.
I lived a dream. It was fantastic. The more people that came, we became a big family. Had the sense of finding good people, brilliant people, like you all are.
We have a very strong name in our home market in the GCC. And when we went overseas, we were very much new kids on the block and we didn't have the same cachet and the reputation. So building that was something that I think was both unexpected for myself and for Jesper, because you've got to tell the story again. You know, you've really got to show what you can do. So we have obviously flown clients over here to see some of our larger projects so they can see the scale and the quality that we work at. But bit by bit, we say hello to everybody and they like what we do and we have a great portfolio. And the market is vast. I mean, our territory covers Australia to Japan to India. So it's many countries, it's many time zones, different cultures, different languages. So each project in a new territory has its own challenges. Jesper said it's a family and he obviously feels very passionate starting with a smaller team and now growing to 162, I think we are now. How do you keep in touch with everybody? So that personal moment where you either have a barbecue or you break for coffee or you do get time to connect with your team is really important because you've got to know them as people as well as professionals.
I'm really proud of the client relationships that we have built as a company, and I think a lot of them are even my existing clients are clients that Jesper and then obviously now Lars has built there. It's nice to the social aspect, I think again is something very important, and even the the staff retention and having happy staff. I think that's so important to us. And I was saying to Lars earlier actually when we sent some designers off for an inspiration trip and I got a message to say, we've just decided that you're all very good at finding designers with a happy heart, and that meant so much because it's true. I think it's important to have people that sort of follow on from our DNA.
I think this very much goes back to what Lars and Jesper spoke about looking for the right people. And I think that we've always been, you know, this sort of friendliness and core value and candidness is part of core values and being open and honest to the people that we meet. And I think that the main thing that we look for in people is a personality and an attitude, which you can't learn, unfortunately. That sort of comes built in you. We find that sometimes, you know, people can learn skills, a lot of different skills when you're with the right team and the right crowd, but you can't necessarily learn a way of being. You can't necessarily learn this open personality where you're kind of willing to take on and that eagerness to do more. And that, I think, is the key of why we have a successful team, because we've found a way of really looking for the key personalities around the world. Not to say that skill isn't important, of course it is, but you can develop a skill if you have the right attitude.
What I found is that when I joined, was there was a lot more demand on getting these construction details and early in the project. So in the old days, you'd have a concept, you'd do some layouts and some pretty pictures, and that would be enough to get you through a concept. And then you get some nice visuals that would get you through schematic. What's happening now is we're having to get a lot more construction details early on. So they want to see elevations, they want to see sections, they want to see details very early. When you're coming up with a pretty picture, do you know what that detail is? Do you know what the material is going to be? Do you know how it's going to be constructed at that very early stage?
Extremely proud every time I come to Dubai and to the office. I really am.